Oh gosh, honestly, like I feel like there's been so many amazing moments, but it's the moments that like none of you see that I enjoy the most. It's not the basketball. It's the people that I get to spend it with, whether it's my family, whether it's my teammates. The people around me are what allow me to be really good at it, allow me to have a lot of fun, allow me to be myself. So I don't think it's like anything on the court that like I would pick. Like, yeah, there's been a lot of great moments. I mean, I don't know how I would grade myself. I'm a tough grader. I feel like I had a solid year, but for me, the fun part is like I feel like I'm just scratching the surface.
81 games, 324 days, 2,150 minutes on the court. Those are NBA level numbers, folks. But Caitlin Clark isn't in the NBA. She's a WNBA rookie who just called timeout on her career. Why? Let's break it down. Clark just dropped this bomb on us out of nowhere. One minute she's lighting up the court, the next she's saying see ya in April. Can you imagine the shockwaves this sent through the WNBA? Fans are freaking out, and the league? They're probably scratching their heads right now. This isn't just about Clark taking a breather. This could change everything for the WNBA. We're talking viewership, team dynamics, the whole 9 yards. Stick around, because we're about to dive into how one rookie's timeout could shake up the entire league.
We're a young group, a pretty inexperienced group, but we came together and I had a lot of fun playing with one another, and that's sometimes the worst part of it is like you feel like you're really playing your best basketball and then it has to end.
I mean, everything that we talked about that we knew would help us be successful tonight, we did that. I don't even think we made an adjustment at halftime. We watched a couple situations that we knew we could be better at.
It'll definitely be probably a little weird for me over the course of the first couple weeks, and then I'm sure I'll get bored and pick up a basketball again. So
yeah, it's kind of the advice that I've been given all year, just with the sold out arenas that we've been playing in and the way these guys have just kept growing. Like they've just kept growing into being where we are right now.
You won't believe what's coming next. Speaking of shaking up the league, that's exactly what Clark did from day one. Her rookie rampage wasn't just about points. It was about redefining what's possible for a first-year player. How did she do it? And let's break down the numbers. Caitlin Clark didn't just have a good rookie season. She had a historically great one. We're talking about a player who scored 761 points in her debut year, smashing Simone Augustus's previous record. Clark did it in just 39 games, while Augustus set her mark in a 34-game season. That's not just breaking records, that's shattering them with style. Clark's impact goes way beyond the scoreboard. Remember that playoff game where she dropped 25 points and dished out 9 assists? That's the kind of performance that makes veterans nervous. She was out there looking like a seasoned pro, making defenses scramble and creating opportunities for her teammates left and right. And speaking of teammates, imagine how they felt when Clark stepped on the court. Here's a rookie who suddenly becomes the focal point of the Indiana Fever's offense. She's not just scoring, she's leading. When the pressure's on, all eyes are on Clark, and she's delivering time and time again. You know what's really wild? Clark's range. This girl can shoot from practically anywhere on the court. Defenses had to completely change their game plan just to deal with her, and when they tried to shut her down, boom, she'd find an open teammate for an easy bucket. After all this success, after transforming her team and making the league sit up and take notice, Clark drops a bombshell. She's taking a timeout. Can you imagine the shock? It's like a superhero deciding to hang up their cape right after saving the city. Yeah, Clark thinks she's just getting started. In her own words, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I know there's a lot of room for me to continue to improve. That's the kind of statement that should keep the rest of the league up at night. Clark's unstoppable performance had fans and players alike wondering, is there anything this rookie can't do? As it turns out, there is, and it's something no one saw coming. Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's new superstar, just announced she's taking a timeout. That's right, after 81 games, 324 days, and 2,850 minutes on the court, Clark is hitting the pause button. But why? Imagine playing 81 games in your rookie year. That's not just a lot, that's NBA level intensity. Now add in the pressure of being the league's new face, the constant media attention, and the sky-high expectations. It's enough to make anyone's head spin. Clark wasn't just dealing with the usual rookie challenges. She was facing some serious heat on the court. We're talking about unfavorable calls from refs that had her fuming. In one game, Clark got hit with a technical foul just for being mad at herself. Can you believe that? She said, I got a technical for basically being mad at myself, it was just because I'm a competitor.
Definitely had our opportunities late, and then a few different miscues, and it's back to a 2-possession game, and we couldn't quite get over the hump there.
You know, a couple of defensive situations that we're gonna, that we're gonna go back and be probably really upset about. But I mean, these guys, they battled, and these guys, they're a great team. Connecticut is a great team.
Good little taste of, what's possible for this organization and for this franchise, and there's a lot for us to, hold our heads high about.
We're all competitors in that locker room, and so it doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good to leave here and not have the opportunity to get another one.
That's the kind of frustration that can really wear you down. And it's not only Clark feeling the pressure. Alyssa Thomas, another WNBA star, spoke out about the treatment players face. She said, we don't want to go to work every day and have social media blown up over things like that. It's a reminder that these athletes are dealing with more than just what happens on the court. Most WNBA players use the offseason to play overseas. It's a chance to make extra cash and stay in shape. But Clark, she's doing something different. She's choosing rest. She's putting her long-term health first. That's a big deal, especially for a rookie who's just tasted success. Clark explained her decision, saying, I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. She's not just taking a physical break, she's giving her mind a chance to catch up with everything that's happened. That's some serious maturity right there. Clark isn't just skipping overseas play, she's also saying no to 3v3 basketball. That's a complete timeout from the sport. As one insider put it, she needed a complete rest to fully recover and come back stronger next season. It's a move that's got everyone talking. So what does this all mean? Well, it's showing us the real price of stardom. Sure, we see the glitz and the glory, the amazing plays, and the adoring fans. But behind all that is a young athlete dealing with immense pressure, physical strain, and mental challenges. Clark's timeout isn't just about catching her breath. It's about ensuring she has a long, successful career ahead of her. Clark's timeout is a game changer, but not just for her. The WNBA now has a Caitlin Clark-sized hole to fill. Can the league keep its momentum without its new superstar? Or will this shakeup reveal hidden strengths no one saw coming? Let's talk about what happens when you remove a superstar from a league that's just hitting its stride. The WNBA is about to find out, and it's not going to be pretty. Clark's absence is going to hit the league hard, especially when it comes to viewership and fan engagement. Clark wasn't just any rookie. She was the heart and soul of her team, the player everyone tuned in to watch. Without her on the court, the Indiana Fever are going to feel like a completely different team. It's like taking the lead singer out of a band. Sure, the music might still play, but it's not going to sound the same. Clark's timeout might just be the opportunity other players have been waiting for. Imagine you're Angel Reese right now. Suddenly there's a spotlight up for grabs. Who's gonna step up and become the new face of the league? Clark brought something special to the WNBA, an energy and excitement that had fans glued to their screens. One insider put it this way: Caitlin brought something special to the WNBA, an energy and excitement that resonated with fans. Her absence will be felt. The WNBA loses one of its most marketable and exciting players. That's not just a loss for the Fever, it's a hit to the entire league. Clark's rookie season wasn't just record-breaking, it was a game changer for the WNBA. She brought in new fans, got people talking about women's basketball in a way they never had before. Now the league has to figure out how to keep that momentum going without its brightest star. This could be a blessing in disguise for the WNBA. Sure, losing Clark is tough, but it's also a chance for the league to show off its depth. There are plenty of talented players ready to step up, and now they've got the chance to shine. Think about it like this: when one door closes, another one opens. Maybe we'll see some unexpected players rise to the challenge. Maybe teams will have to get creative, shake up their strategies. This could lead to some of the most exciting, unpredictable basketball we've seen in years. Let's not forget about Clark. She's not gone forever. She's just taking a breather. When she comes back, you can bet she'll be hungrier than ever. This break could turn her into an even more formidable player. So, let's talk about Clark's timeout and what it means for the future. This isn't just a break, it's a game changer. Clark's stepping back to recharge, and that's huge. In her own words, she needs to reflect back on everything that's happened. Smart move if you ask me. When Clark comes back, she might be even better. Imagine a rested, focused Clark hitting the court. That's scary for the rest of the league, and it's not only about Clark. Is this the start of a new era in women's basketball? Are we gonna see more players putting their health first? And how will leagues adapt to support their stars? The clock's ticking on Clark's comeback, and the whole sports world is watching. Thanks again for joining us on this journey through some pretty amazing times in WNBA history. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. In order to stay up to date on everything from women's basketball to other sports, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go!